Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mitchell.
And we thought there would be nothing this week.
Oh, yeah, we were betting on it.
We were betting that today we would just have a short video that says, don't forget about the Marines. But guess what? GW was like, don't forget about the Marines while you buy some WarCry and also some Underworlds. So, first off, something we missed last week is that we forgot to mention in our video that the Space Marines were on a 2-week pre-order. And even more shocking, so is everything we're talking about today.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me.
My bet is that they are getting overwhelmed, or rather that they're planning to be overwhelmed by the Marine releases, so they're giving themselves a little breathing room.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they could have given themselves breathing room by not doing anything.
Yeah, that would be my thought.
And yet, here we are.
I got nothing.
The question is this moving to a 2-week pre-order for most things for the foreseeable future?
Honestly, I would be okay with that.
I wouldn't be upset with that either, but we know that GW is like, gotta release.
Yeah, but that can be to their detriment sometimes.
It is often their detriment. First and foremost is the Warhammer Underworlds Deathgorge.
Yeah, the new season of Underworlds.
Yep. Somewhat interestingly, they previewed these at Nova, which was only a few weeks ago, but they decided not to show off any of those miniatures in this preview, the thing that's supposed to be hyping you up to buy it.
Yeah, it's literally just the picture of this board. This is the only picture they have.
Let's go quickly look at the minis.
Okay.
So, because GW didn't want to show you, we'll show you those minis again.
Yay.
We talked about these a little bit during our Nova Open preview reveal show. I like these more than you do, which is strange because you're the Slaanesh player.
Yeah, I am.
This one's my favorite. The 4-armed bladey one is my favorite of the 3.
The only thing I don't like about this one is the arms are like catty corner from each other, but that's fine.
See, to me, that makes it more fun because it's more demonic and not normal.
True. The mutation part.
Yeah, because if they were parallel to each other, or mirrored, that would make me think more like Tyranids.
Well, yeah, but you see the what are they called? The Keeper of Secrets is mirrored.
Yeah, but we gotta be different because we're chaos. This one's disturbing. I don't like this one.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
But I don't like it in a good way. Like, it is very... Slaanesh often, especially in the popular perception of it, leans too much into sexy and...
Right.
No, it's still chaos. It's still supposed to be disturbing and grotesque.
Right, I agree with that.
I like that about this. I also kind of like that we have, like, the beginnings of harps coming out of their back.
Yeah, the head on the previous one has, but I think that's a crown because it's gold.
Yes.
And they have some of that kind of thing, not necessarily harp, but maybe I do want to see the back of them because we've only gotten this one shot.
Right. Maybe it's the beginning of wings.
Maybe. Interesting, because Slaanesh doesn't have wings. And they have something similar.
Right.
That's kind of like Celeste has the big spines out of his back.
Yeah. Speaking of, Celeste is the one who basically sentenced these guys to learn the power of friendship because they never get along.
Yeah.
That's what the lore says. They never get along, so Celeste says, you have to go work as a team to collect 666 souls.
Yeah. So I like... This one's probably my favorite of the 3.
This is my close second. I really like the twin snake thing.
Yeah.
The only thing, I think we both commented this already, is it looks like one of the snake legs is longer than the other.
Yeah, and I don't understand how that's supposed to work.
I think she pogo bounces.
Boing.
What a wonderful thing about Slaanesh. The Slaanesh is a wonderful thing.
That's probably, that's what the noise marines are blasting at people in 40K. I am interested to see actually the power level of these guys in Underworlds because normally 3-man warbands are strong.
Yes.
But this is Slaanesh.
Right.
Where normally stuff is really weak. So I'm confused about what's going to go on here.
Well, it's very possible they just suck.
That's true. They could just be terrible.
Previously, that has been what Slaanesh warbands do. It's just
That's
suck.
true. And Zinch.
Yeah. And they're up against...
a single octopus.
You know what? I didn't mean to start it on the octopus. Sorry, the squid. But we're just going to start it on the squid.
We're going to start on this.
Because this is the star of the show.
Yep.
We'll talk in just a bit about the next one. But they figured out that mascot characters sell.
Apparently.
And Squiddy McSquidderson here.
No, we called him something last time.
Well, I call him Squidmar, which is a YouTuber, so I don't want to call him that. But
no,
it's Squidnose.
Squidnose, that's what it was.
Squidnose.
Yeah.
Who is the best. Ostensibly, this is your leader right here.
Debatable.
But reality, honestly, I mean, I care more about the little jellyfish on
true.
her base than I do her.
I would, if I were to actually play these in Underworlds, I would build my entire deck so that the squid would do as much as humanly possible. As much as crustaceanly possible?
No, squids are not crustaceans.
Squids are
Cephalopods.
cephalopods. As much as cephalopodally possible. I'm going to keep that in.
And then we've got two boring Namarti.
Yeah,
Who,
yeah.
interesting. Hey, parallels. Look at the thing they're wearing.
Oh.
It's almost like dun dun dun.
They're slashy.
Yeah.
And tentacles.
Dun dun dun.
It's perfect.
Yes.
Which one is really chaos?
The chaos is the friends we made along the way. So anyway, that's all coming out in Deathgorge.
Yep.
I am not getting Deathgorge, but I will hope that Slanesh Warband comes out on its own eventually, and not just in a dual kit.
We do say that literally every time.
Yep. Yep.
Are you sure that, honestly, that octopus in that picture is bigger than I thought?
Yeah. Oh no, it's pretty clear that's like a bruiser squid, not octopus.
Cephalopod.
They're two different things. And then we also have the new Underworld starter set, and we had to look it up to make sure we weren't crazy. But this is, it said it differs slightly from the current Warhammer Underworld starter set, and boy, they weren't kidding. Because this one also has the Sepulchral Guard, and it's just, instead of the Farstriders, it's the Iron Souls Condemners, which is the Sequitors.
Yeah, I have no idea why they would do this. And that kit came out what?
A long time ago.
No, we got a reprint of it.
Oh,
it came
right.
out like 2 months ago.
Oh, right, you're right, yeah.
Because we literally, when we got it in, we pulled it aside so we could paint it up and make a video about it. And we still haven't done that. Shush, don't comment about that. But, and now we're getting another one.
Uh-huh.
But why?
Maybe they made too many.
This confuses me. This confuses me greatly.
This confuses the Mitchell.
Yes.
And we're moving on to WarCry. Hunter and Hunted.
Yep.
So this was the Cities of Sigmar versus the Ogres. The Wildercorps versus the Ogre Gorgers. And this one was unique in that it does not come with a board or any terrain except for a single maul pit.
I think they're experimenting with this, and I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, it depends on the price point.
That's true.
Because generally, WarCry set boxes are 2 warbands and terrain. They run about $200 to $220.
Yeah.
This, if it's only $100,
Yeah, that's
good
what
deal.
I was thinking.
If it's $150,
No, that's a terrible deal.
right.
So yeah, it's going to fully depend on the price point for how good this is.
We talked about these minis again back in the Nova Ogre preview. Neither of us are super hot on any of them, really.
No. I'll put the card up so you guys can go watch it if you want.
Speaking of things we're not super hot on,
Yeah. Yeah.
and moving on.
I don't like the monkeys.
No one likes the monkeys.
Apparently people do.
Well, they're wrong.
Yeah, they are. The guy with the egg is still the coolest.
They had like 2 good songs.
I couldn't name one.
The Vulkyn Flameseekers, on the other hand, people are pretty hyped for.
Yeah, and even a dwarf hater such as myself, I can appreciate this box.
I like how with one box we've doubled the number of sculpts in the Fire Slayer's range.
Yes, we did.
And again, like I said, we're going to talk about this later. Well, this time we actually got back to it because, hey, look, you've got a baby Magnetroth.
Yep, and it's
Mascots sell.
great. Mascots sell.
Unless they're baboons.
Those aren't mascots.
Bad mascots?
Those are
Good mascots.
Those are backup dancers. It's not the same.
Oh, dear. This is the first time we've seen female Fire Slayers as well.
It is surprising that it took this long.
Yeah, but that's because they've released Fire Slayers at the start of Age of Sigmar and haven't touched them since.
That's
with the
true.
exception of, like, singular foot heroes.
Yeah, like 4 of them.
Yeah. I guess they couldn't make one of those a lady. I don't know.
Yeah, how dare they?
They're still just Fire Slayers, but they're a little bit better. They've got more decoration that marks them as being slightly different.
Yeah, rather than just being like loincloth and shirtless.
Right. I like how they're kind of chomping on the Deathgorge Krieg flavor with their combat shovels.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
They actually called out in the article.
Of the Fire Slayers, these are probably my favorite sculpts by a long shot.
Not even close.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna buy them or anything, but
I might find a mask on eBay. So
Yeah.
you mentioned experimenting with the Hunter and Hunted.
yes.
And this is what we're talking about, because at the same time, they're releasing this Ravaged Lands Scales of Talaxis, which is basically the terrain. Well, here's the thing: it's a little less terrain than normally comes in one of those boxes.
Yeah.
It looks like it's more scatter, less big
Well,
pieces.
it's got 3 things that you can climb on, some stuff to go in between, and some ground stuff.
You're right. So yeah, it looks like they're kind of splitting out rather than releasing one box called the Hunter and the Hunted.
Yeah.
They're releasing the terrain separately from the 2 warbands.
Again, it's an experiment, and I'm kind of okay with it.
It'll depend on price point.
Yeah,
If
always.
this is $100, that's bad.
Yeah, you're right.
But it probably will be. And then some old favorites returning. At first, I was kind of excited because I thought they were going to release these and re-release the rules for using them in WarCry because I always liked that, and they removed it with a new edition. But no, it's just because these guys all have rules in Age of Sigmar.
Right.
So they're releasing them gray plastic, no cards.
Yep. So it'll be a bit cheaper. I think they're usually like $5 cheaper.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Of special note for these, because a lot of them, these are the Buccaneers,
The Kruleboy guys.
the Kruleboyz, the Corn Worshippers, the Hexbane's Hunters, Skittershank's Claw Pack. This is the first time this has ever been available separately at all.
Right, because that was in one of the 2-player sets.
Well, it came out in one of the It came out in one of the starters, and then it came out in a models only duo set with the Zandir's Truth Seekers,
Which also makes no sense, but whatever.
so you could never buy them separately until now.
Yep.
Exiled Dead. I forget the name of these ones. It's Shadow Elves number 42.
Dark Shadow Death Man.
Yeah. And then here are the Zandir's Truth Seekers.
Yeah.
Also, like the Skittershank's Claw Pack, the first time we've ever actually seen these by themselves.
Right.
I do like that, and I hope they continue with that trend.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because, I mean, we have a local player who's been looking for the Claw Pack for ages, but they're ludicrously expensive on eBay, and they haven't even been printing that dual box for a long time.
But now,
Rats.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this. Do it more.
Yep.
It should be mentioned that some of these are like just still available on the shelf.
Yep.
Like they're just a regular stock. They're just making them a bit cheaper without the cards.
My guess is these are going to be MTO, online only.
Probably.
My guess is these will not be available through local stores, but only available online. White Dwarf 493, the only reason we're talking about this at all is that they've got a giant Tyranid on the cover, and nothing in there actually says it's about Tyranids.
Yeah, there's not a single word about Tyranids on the front. The Sundered Lands is about Age of Sigmar.
Right. Jimmy made some really cool Tyranids art, though, and dang it, we're going to use it.
We're going to use it. I mean, it's also like the cover of the Codex and on all the art for Leviathan. No, it's fine.
Look, we paid the artist 30 cents to make this.
We're going to get our use out of it.
And then Blood Bolt, Kirith Krakenai, a.k.a. Lokir Fellheart, if you're a Total Warhammer 2 player or an Old World fan, I guess.
Yeah.
He's a dark elf with a squid mask.
Cool.
Davy Jones' joke goes here. And then some Black Library stuff that we don't particularly mind. And finally, a McDonald's Marine.
Yeah, we talked about this. I actively dislike the
yellow helmet doesn't look good.
It's not even necessarily the yellow. It's like when the Ultramarines guy has a red head. I don't like that either. But the yellow looks terrible.
It never looks good.
No.
He is painted nicely.
He is. He actually has some shading to him.
So
maybe the real model will too.
If I scroll down here, it looks fine.
It does. That's true. You got me there.
So, just to reiterate, all of this is going up for a 2-week pre-order starting next Saturday?
Yeah.
Which is just weird.
Yeah, they usually save 2-week pre-orders for, like, edition releases or game releases. But this is just, like, the next season of Deathgorge and some WarCry stuff. So my guess is this is going to be a pattern going forward. Or,
yeah.
Because the other thing they could have done is on the Sunday after the Marines release, just say this is a 1-week pre-order.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Maybe someone needed to make a little bank for this quarter or financial whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Who the heck knows?
Not me.
If you do know, let us know below that you know.
Yeah, tell us all of your insider secrets.
Yes, please. Call us.
In the comments.
In the comments.
Tell everybody.
Make sure you put your name, address, and social security number.
Mm-hmm.
Although if you have those insider secrets, you're probably British and therefore don't have a social security number.
What a shame. I can't steal your identity if you don't have a social security number.
Darn. Foil again. Until next week.
Bye-bye.